Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. This is Jennifer. Well, I don't have a huge amount to show you guys today because a lot of what I'm working on is stuff for events for this year, but I did have a big step finished in my project of doom last week. I did get it off the quilt frame. The whole thing is quilted. I have 6 billion threads to bury. It's not trimmed, but I get to move my Post-it note on my new board from on the frame to bind and label. So that's one forward. The next one I'm going to work on, it's not on the frame yet, the Linus top that I pieced last year from Orphan Blocks. That's the next one that's going to be quilted because Linus is on Saturday. So here it is in all of its thread-covered glory. This is the back of my Project of Doom 2015. I am going to show you just a little bit of it today, and when I get it bound and everything, I will do a big reveal. Let's do the back first so I can give you an idea. I did pebbles in all of the shelf area. Anything that was castle, I did pebbles in. I outlined and did stitch in the ditch around the books and the objects. That was a little bit tricky because of the width of my throat. I did a lot of rolling back and forth and back and forth. Just going to show you the corner here. I've shown you this part up before. So the back is swirls. I did pebbles in all of this light cranberry colored fabric. And the backs of the shelves, I did a meander in the background. I did just random things around the books. I did a lot of stitch in the ditch. Some of them out outlined, some of them I put swirly lines in. Like my crystal ball has a spiral. I just did whatever I felt like doing. Some of them, like I added little bits of detail to the book depending on just what I felt like doing. And I did that for the whole quilt. Pull it up here so you can see my head wig. I don't know if you can see, but I did do feathers and I did like little breast feathers here. Some of the Stonehenge fabrics, this was actual detailing on the fabric and I outlined the detail, like I outlined the lightning bolt. It just depended on what was going on in the fabric, what was in the block. Whole thing is quilted. I have a zillion threads to bury. Just the pebbles alone, I used almost 5 spools of thread. Not big spools, but just like regular, like I think it was 250 meters of Gutermann. I used like 5 of those. I used a couple of the bigger ones too. I used so much thread on this, so there are so many ends that you can see them. They're all over the quilt where I just need to pull the thread to the front and bury the whole thing. Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait a couple of days because I do have to do my state taxes for Sewhooked. I have to get some stuff ready for Linus. I have a quilt, like I mentioned before, that needs to be quilted and bound for Linus, and that's on Saturday, so I have a deadline on that. We've got paper piecing vintage going on. We've got the Labyrinth quilt along going along, so I'm writing all the posts for that. So Project of Doom, I will probably get that all trimmed up and start burying those threads, and then I will get it bound as soon as I can, but it may be a couple more weeks before I even have time to look at it. So I don't know, we'll see. Unfortunately, I do not have the last week's Labyrinth block to show you guys because I've been working on all of mine to get them done so that I have pictures of everything. Last week we had 2 goblin blocks, one to embroider, one to paper piece, one by Mel Moore and one by Angela Gross. And this week we will have 2 more blocks that will be same thing, one embroidery, one paper piece. And the idea is you just pick one each week. So that's moving along and we've got some good participation. So I've been really enjoying seeing that. The next little reminder for paper piecing vintage will be on Monday, and we will be doing the February block for block 2. And if you're in the Sewhooked Facebook group and you're quilting along with paper piecing vintage, I'm going to be giving away this fat quarter bundle of Moda Grunge. I actually picked this up at Quilts Festival in November, and I had at the time thought that I probably would be giving it away, but I wasn't sure for what, and I've decided that this is going to be the January giveaway. This is only for the Sewhooked Facebook group because I didn't really have a lot of participation on Sewhooked for like the Flickr group giveaway. Like we have tons of participation on Fandom and Stitches, but the Sewhooked group, even though I know people are making stuff because I see pictures on Instagram and Facebook, I just wasn't having the participation there. So I've decided we're just gonna switch the prize giveaway. You're still welcome to share on Flickr. I still love looking at your pictures, but the prize is now going to be given away in the Sewhooked group for participation. I think that'll give you guys the opportunity to share your blocks and also meet some of the other awesome people that are quilting along. You can find the instructions on how to enter to win that fat quarter bundle in the Sewhooked Facebook group, links in the description. I think that's all I've got to share with you guys today. It's been a little bit busy crazy as per usual. Both of my kids are now back at school. There was a 3-day weekend for my husband this weekend, so yesterday was not my usual busy Monday, and I've got lots of stuff to do today and this week, and hopefully next week I will have at least a couple more things to show you. Talk to me Tuesdayers. Be sure and check ttmt.livejournal.com. I did post a swap idea. It's only for people that post videos on ttmt.livejournal.com, but I wanted your feedback before we made that official, so you guys be sure and check that out. Don't forget to stop by Fandom and Stitches tomorrow for the next installment of The Goblin King, our Labyrinth Quilt and Stitch Along, and don't forget to stop by Sewhooked Monday for your prompt for Paper Piecing Vintage to see where we're going next. You can also join the Facebook group for that. That's gonna be it. You guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week. Bye.